Hey guys, here Esteban from Success Mastery, and welcome. Today guys, I'm gonna talk to you about open loops. Okay, I'm not talking about cliffhangers or copywriting. I'm not talking about that. I'm gonna talk about mindset today. In open loops, to say it like super simple, open loops are like unfulfilled duties that you have, or like a relationship conflict. You know, something that your mind and you need to close that loop. Okay, you need to close the loop in order to advance to the next level. Okay, so sometimes we feel like there's some unfulfilled duty or responsibility, something that we feel that we must do, but we've been like procrastinating that, or some conflict like in a relationship, you know, and you feel that things didn't end the proper way. You know, you feel that something is incomplete. I think that's the better definition. Something is incomplete. Is why do you have to complete it? Well, because your goals are not going to be like defined because of what you really want in your heart. There's going to be like a lot of interference from those open loops, or from all that stuff that you feel is not complete. So for example, you have like this relationship conflict, and you feel that something there's like an open loop in there. So you're gonna maybe set up your goals, maybe to make that other person jealous, you know, or have some kind of revenge. But you're not going to set up your goals depending on what is in your heart, or if there's some kind of unfulfilled responsibility or duty. You're gonna define your goals, like to avoid that stuff, or getting away from that stuff. You're gonna define your goals like just to avoid thinking about it, you know. So what I suggest you is to close the loop. In the more loops you close, boom, you know, it's gonna be amazing, because you're gonna be able to connect with your real self, you know, with the real you, and then you're gonna be able to set up your goals the proper way. So for example, in my case, I had two kind of relationship conflicts, and I closed the loop. But before closing the loop, I was thinking all the time about those two persons, not at the same time, but my mind was busy like thinking about that. So I was like, okay, so when I get this, I can show that person in their face that I did this, and I can humiliate her, and blah 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 blah. You know, that really happened to me. I have to confess, you know, I'm not a perfect person. I'm a human being, and yeah, so I was setting goals like the wrong way. Okay, so how do you close the loop? Well, many times you have to be like the bigger person, and just reach that other person and say, hey, you know, I know I haven't talked to you like in a long time. I'm sorry for what happened. I'm sorry for the way I behaved. I hope we can. Sorry for the way things developed between both of us. But I hope we can leave the past behind, and learn from the things that happened. But yeah, no bad feelings and all that stuff, and that's it. You know. Sometimes you're gonna go. You must go through embarrassment. Maybe it could be painful, but when you do it, when you close that open loop, when you put a resolution to that conflict that you have, you feel like a chain is cut off from your body. So yes, it's painful. Yes, it's embarrassing, but the way you feel after that is awesome. And also it will leave a lot of space in your mind and in your heart to connect with what you really want, you know, because yes, like a conflict with another person keeps your mind busy on things that won't get you what you really want. Okay, if you're busy like this person told me, and what I'm gonna tell her or him when next time is him or her, so your mind is busy on things that will not help you be happy, and things that will not help you to accomplish things, you know, because this is what it is all about. Not feel fulfilled inside, feel happy, feel joyful, but also accomplish things. But all begins in here. So you have to close those open loops. Also, if there's some kind of a duty, some kind of a things, some kind of stuff that you feel that is unfulfilled in your life, you must put a resolution to that too. So, for example, in my case, I started writing a book, you know, because that was one thing I've been procrastinating on. It doesn't have to do anything with marketing and what I do, you know, but it was something I feel that I owe it to myself, you know. Also, for example, when I also I'm gonna have a mixed martial arts fight, you know, because that was something I was procrastinating too, you know, and I was like, I don't have the time. So imagine yourself like when you are really super old, and you're like in a chair, you know, and you're thinking about your life and the things you've done, but also the pain you would feel about the things you didn't done, you know. Imagine yourself in that chair and you didn't do the things that you really want to do. Imagine how painful that would be, to be really old and not being able to go back to the past and do them, you know. Or imagine yourself right now and the things you didn't do when you were a kid or a teenager and you wish you could do. So please do that to yourself too, you know, like do the things that you feel you owe it to yourself, that you need to do to yourself. Also, if you have a day job and if you have like some kind of a responsibility that you or some kind of duty you haven't done, do it super fast, you know, because that's also some kind of open loop. So to make a quicker wrap up, so let's wrap this up like this. First, you need to put like a resolution to your conflicts. It's gonna be painful, it's gonna be embarrassing, but you're gonna feel like a chain is cut off from your body. So close those loops. And also, you have some kind of unfulfilled duty or responsibility, boom, you know, pick an action step. So the exercise is really simple. Take a piece of paper and start writing all the open loops. Let's put it like a minute, or well, let's put it like 2 to 5 minutes, you know, on a clock, and write all of them, boom, 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 all those open loops, okay, and put like a check mark to the ones that are like the most important, that are robbing you most of your energy. Like the ones that are most important, 3 to 5 only. And when you're done, pick an action step in to close those loops. You know, maybe you have to call some ex-girlfriend, write someone an email. Maybe you have to go to, for example, in my case, I have to get to my Mixed Martial Arts Academy and book a training camp and all that stuff, you know, and which is going to be the next fight, blah blah blah. You know, do that, okay? An action step, okay, for each open loop, and start closing your loops, and that will free your heart and your mind to really connect with who you really are, okay? And set up the goals that will inspire you. Maybe if you have some kind of blocker, and you've been like not purchasing things like with real hunger, if you're not being like hustling, maybe it's because those goals are not connected with who you really are, or maybe is the reason behind those goals is the wrong one. Okay, so that's why you need to close those loops. So that's it, guys. Here Esteban, and I wish you a very, very awesome, successful day, afternoon, or night. Okay, bye.